Good evening and welcome to tonight's performance by the OU Symphony Band. I'm Brian Britt, conductor of the OU Symphony Band, and we are delighted to have you with us here either in person or via the School of Music live stream. The theme for tonight's program is The Human Spirit, a journey through reflection and triumph. To begin our program, please join me in welcoming to the stage second-year Master's Wind Conducting Associate Emma Boone, who will lead the band's performance of Stephen Bryant's Ecstatic Fanfare. We hope you enjoyed our opening selection. Adapted from material in the first movement of Stephen Bryant's Ecstatic Waters, the fanfare showcases Bryant's signature style, with its descending fourths and fifths, crisp articulations across the ensemble, and broad soaring melodic lines. Ecstatic Fanfare evokes the spirited energy and expansive sound often associated with other noted American composers Aaron Copland and John Adams. Our next piece is Elegy, composed by John Barnes Chance. An elegy in music is a somber, mournful composition designed to lament the dead, express profound grief, or reflect on mortality. When a member of the West Genesee Senior High School band died, John Barnes Chance was commissioned to compose this piece in that student's memory. Elegy offers a hauntingly beautiful journey for both performer and listener alike, reflecting the emotional path one navigates while grieving the loss of someone close to them. As the piece concludes, Chance portrays the tragedy of a life cut short, seemingly unfinished, as a portion of the original motif is left hanging, while each instrument gracefully fades away. Here now is John Barnes Chance's Elegy.
Good evening. My name is Caroline Hand, and I'm the Interim Director of Concert Bands at OU, and I have the great pleasure of introducing our composer in residence, who's been here with us for the past week. Jim Stevenson's music has been described as astonishingly inventive by Musical America. Foremost in his style is the ability to create music that resonates with musicians and audiences alike, which we have definitely witnessed in our time preparing his music. He has enjoyed premieres in all walks of the musical landscape, including the Chicago Symphony, San Francisco Ballet, Boston Pops, and the President's own U.S. Marine Band. Other orchestras premiering his works include the Minnesota Orchestra, St. Louis Symphony, Houston Symphony, Cabrillo Festival of Contemporary Music, and many others. His award-winning catalog currently contains 5 symphonies and concertos and sonatas written for nearly every instrument, with premieres having been presented by renowned musicians across the globe. Using music to tell a story is a foremost and recent passion, fueling his growing catalog in opera and ballet. Also a conductor, Stevenson has led ensembles such as the Traverse City Philharmonic, the Chattanooga Symphony, Boston Pro Art, and the New England Conservatory, which is his alma mater, as well as the Oregon Ballet Theater and symphonies of Modesto, Southwest Florida, and Bozeman. And I just want to extend a huge debt of gratitude to Mr. Stevenson, who has spent time, really valuable time with our students in all 4 concert bands, with some composers at our school, and it's just amazing to get the person who wrote the music you are playing in the room with you to talk about that music and infuse their own emotion into that music for it to come alive even more. So thank you, Jim, for everything that you've done for us and the time that you've spent with us. I'd now like to welcome Jim to the stage to introduce the next piece, his octet. So let's welcome him to the stage.
Thank you very much. You know, it's interesting for me to hear my own bio being read in front of myself and all of you, because I was never supposed to be here as a composer. I was always going to be a trumpet player my entire life, and then composing kind of found me midlife, and here I am. And that sort of ties into the piece you're about to hear, because when I was just starting trumpet and kind of going through my high school career, I was introduced to an octet by some guy named Igor Stravinsky. And I was like, what is this music? This is really interesting. And I was stressing out over the trumpet part, but you know, that was a different story. And then I go to college and I'm playing the octet there of Stravinsky, and had some professors who really dove into that score and taught me the value of what Stravinsky was writing. Little did I know that some 3 decades later or so, I would be writing my own octet using the same instrumentation that Stravinsky used. There were some people who came up to me and said, hey Jim, we always do the Stravinsky octet, would you like to write a companion piece? And here it is, these are the companions, your companions to Stravinsky for the evening. And so what I did was I sort of borrowed from Stravinsky, but not too much. I make it my own piece. So if any of you know Stravinsky, you might hear some things. But more than anything, I hope you, I mean, it's the same format, 3 movements, and I just hope you enjoy hearing these players perform it as much as I do, because it's got a lot of stuff in it, and they are executing it with just such talent. So this is my octet, written several years ago, and here we do it tonight with me as a composer. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you all very much. One other thing, before I let you go, we have Terry, who's going to conduct the first movement, Terry Leave, and then Emma Boone will return to the stage to conduct the second and third movement. So we sort of have tag team conducting going on, so that'll be fun as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're so glad that you're here and glad that you're still here for the second half. It's just been a fantastic week of music making with composer James Stevenson, and particularly for this ensemble, we were fortunate to have him in 4 consecutive rehearsals as we worked on this next piece. It's just been a profoundly positive experience for our students as we really explored with a living composer exactly what his intent with these folk songs was. So let's welcome back to the stage Mr. Jim Stevenson to talk about Lonesome Valley Folk Song Suite.
Thank you. First of all, I'm so glad I get to speak again because I don't know if you know, but that octet was a really hard piece and had a lot of notes in it, and that was just fabulous what they just did. So I want to thank them publicly, even though they're probably back there somewhere, but it was just splendid. Yes. So you're gonna end up thinking that I'm a composer who only does companion pieces. I promise that's not true, but this is yet another one because Percy Grainger wrote a small little piece that's kind of famous called Lincolnshire Posy. It's actually a huge piece and it's really famous. I was asked by a group of directors of bands from Arkansas. They said, would you consider creating a folk song suite of your own based on Arkansas folk songs or folk songs from nearby or maybe some other folk songs from America, but with the same instrumentation that Percy Grainger used, and just do some American folk songs. So that's what we have here. We have a suite of 6 folk songs. I went into a huge database of like 1,000 folk songs, all from Arkansas or the Ozarks, various regions around there, and I had to whittle it down to 6. And I found some categories that I liked. Animals. I didn't like this one, but there were a lot of songs about it, death. So I chose animals and death and then relationships. So those are the 3 kind of subheadings of folk songs that we have. And what I did was I listened to the folk song singers singing, and I did my best to imitate their voice. They weren't professional singers, so some of them had twangy voices, some of them like sort of their voices cracked as they sang. Hardly any of them used vibrato or anything like that, so I just did my best to either represent their voice, but more so to represent the character of the text of the folk song. So you'll hear some quirky things, you'll hear some wind blowing, you'll hear some tunes that you might recognize, but other than that, I just hope you enjoy our rendering of some American folk songs that, if nothing else, just you can sit back and enjoy and imagine the characters of the stories that are being told. So this is my chance to say thank you to all of you for bringing this music to life so wonderfully. It's been a thrill to be here for about 5 days and to just work with all these groups and experience the talent that is the younger generation than myself, because it's just a joy to know what's coming in the future. So bravo to all of you, and let's have some fun, right? The second movement, we're gonna have some fun? Okay, good. All right, here we go, folk song suite. Thank you, sir.
Before we play our final selection, I want to say a few thank yous. We are truly grateful for the wonderful administrative support we have within the Weizenhofer Family College of Fine Arts. Dean Mary Margaret Holt, Dr. Jonathan Nickel, Director of School of Music, are relentless advocates for the arts and for our music programs. Our band faculty and staff, Caroline Hand, Eric Shannon, Lane Folds, Corey Dorn, Mark Miller, and Twyler Winkler are all wonderful colleagues who work tirelessly to provide our students with a positive collegiate band experience. Our band graduate assistants, Emma Boone, Terry Leave, Austin Petty, and Allison Schimmel do so much behind the scenes work to help us coordinate rehearsals, performances, and so much more. We are truly grateful for their many contributions, both logistical and musical. Additional thanks to Terry Lee for his work as ensemble manager of the Symphony Band. Let's give Terry a round of applause, students, for all that hard work. I would also offer my sincere thanks to our School of Music faculty and staff for sharing their unique professional expertise and encouragement with these students. Our Director of Bands Emeritus, Dr. Bill Wakefield, and his wife Valerie are unfailing and ongoing supporters and encouragers, and we appreciate them. And a big thanks to our composer in residence, Jim Stevenson, for spending the past week with us. We're so much better as a result of your time with us, sir. Finally, thank you to the members of the Symphony Band for rising above the day-to-day challenges of college life to come to rehearsal ready to inspire each other, to do their very best individual and collaborative work. It is truly an honor to make music with you every day and to share the stage with you tonight. And lastly, a heartfelt thank you to each of you for spending your evening with us, whether here or on the live stream. Our final selection this evening is Robert Jager's Esprit de Corps. Inspired by the Marines hymn, this fantasy march honors the United States Marine Band with music full of energy, drama, and virtuosity, even featuring a brief, playful waltz. Thank you again for sharing your evening with us. Please enjoy Esprit de Corps.